Hey, what's going on, y'all? So recently, Steve Greenberg has come out and he said that Aaliyah lied about her age when her and R. Kelly were married. Now, I don't know if this is actually true, but I thought this would be a really good time to review everything that's kind of been said about it, or at least review some of the things that's been said, as well as look at the statute that governs marriage in the state of Illinois. And I think that once we look at the statute, it's going to shed a lot of light to the situation. And it could possibly put you in a situation where you're going to view this whole thing from a totally different perspective.
Married to someone who it turns out was underage. She lied about her age. If he's in the course of being on the road, met a groupie and she lied about her age, she certainly always appeared to be an adult. He never knowingly has been with a minor.
Ever having a sexual relationship with someone who was under the age of consent.
Yes, he absolutely does.
Was he married to Aaliyah when she was 15?
He was married to her when she was 15. Elvis was married to Priscilla.
But so then 15 is not of the age of legal consent, right? I mean,
Right, except that my understanding is that she did not claim to be 15. And in order to get married, she had to lie about her age.
and he is saying that he had no idea.
No idea.
Also responding to current allegations being made by the
So, with all the talk going on about Aaliyah's age and whether or not R. Kelly married her when she was underage, I wanted to do a little research and see what it takes to get married in the state of Illinois and what's the youngest possible age that one could get married in the state of Illinois. And I actually found the statute that governs marriages in Illinois, and it's basically Chapter 750 ILCS, Section 5, also known as the Illinois Marriage and Dissolution Act. Now, this statute is pretty comprehensive, it's pretty long. I actually want to bring your attention to one specific section. And this section is actually going to shed a lot of light on what it takes to get married in the state of Illinois and what the youngest age one could actually engage in a marital relationship, right? So when we go down to section 5/203, it basically goes on to talk about the age requirements for marriage. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it. License to marry when a marriage application has been completed and signed by both parties to a prospective marriage and both parties have appeared before the county clerk and the marriage license fee has been paid, the county clerk shall issue a license to marry and a marriage certificate form upon being furnished. Satisfactory proof that each party to the marriage will have attained the age of 18 at the time the marriage license is effective, or will have attained the age of 16 years and have either the consent to the marriage of both parents or his guardian or judicial approval, right? So there you have it. So now this is kind of interesting because as you can see, the legal age for marriage is 18. However, if you have the parents' consent, the age is 16, right? Or the person has to be 16 by the time the deal is sealed. Now, this is kind of, well, there's two things that is kind of tricky, and it just, one thing actually boggles the mind is that, as you know, there is a criminal sexual abuse statute. And basically, the criminal sexual abuse statute says that, and don't quote me, but I believe if a person is under 18, they can be criminally charged for sexual abuse. But here we're looking that the age of consent can be as low as 16. So I just wanted to point out the obvious conflict here, right? Because it kind of boggles my mind to think that you could be married at 16, right? So long as you have your parents' permission. But at the same time, you could be charged for criminal sexual abuse. So I just wanted to highlight that and just wanted to see if anyone else thought that was just a little off, right? So the other thing that kind of boggles the mind a little bit. And I don't know the facts. I don't know the details. I wasn't there when R. Kelly and Aaliyah were married. I don't know what actually happened. But looking at this statute, it looks like there could have been a situation where Aaliyah was 15 when she actually signed the marriage certificate. Maybe she lied about her age. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not claiming one way or the other. But there could have been a situation where she was 15, she signed a marriage certificate, and there's allegations that she lied. There could be a situation where she was issued this certificate, and regardless of whether or not she was actually 18, the fact of the matter is, so long as she had her mother's consent, and she would have been 16 by the time that she was married, then it would have been legal, right? You guys, let me know what you think. Definitely post your comments below. Do you think that R. Kelly was lying? Do you think Aaliyah was lying? Do you, based on the information that you just viewed, do you even think it makes a difference? If she was 15 at the time, but she was to be 16 before the marriage deal was sealed, you can see here that basically it's 100% legal, right? So long as she had her mother's consent. And based on what I've heard so far about her mother and the mother's knowledge of that relationship, more than likely the mother knew that Aaliyah was in a relationship with R. Kelly. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Please leave your comments below.